May kakilala ako na kumikita ng 6 digits dahil sa kanyang trabaho as Google Ads Manager. Nag-niche out siya sa marketing at kumikita siya ng $2,000 or almost 112,000 per month per one client. At meron siyang 3 client na sinusuportahan every month. Gusto mo rin bang kumita ng 6 digits pag naging Google Ads Manager ka? Hi guys! I'm Shiel Rola, your digital marketer as well as your VA coach. At kung ikay nandito pa dahil gusto mong kumita ng 6 digits at kung malaman kung ano ang Google Ads Manager or Google Ads Marketing, then itong video ay para sa'yo. Today, matututo tayo ng mga bagay-bagay tungkol sa ano ba talaga ang Google Ads Marketing. Ano at kung paano gumawa ng campaigns at kung totoo ba talaga na kaya mong kumita dito ng more than 100,000 per month for one client. So guys, perfect ito para sa mga VAs or sa mga freelancers na masyado nang nadadamihan sa competition when it comes to general virtual assistant. And nandito ako para turuan kayo ng basics. So, ano nga ba talaga ang Google Ads campaign? So, ang Google Ads campaign is an online advertising platform that lets businesses advertise on Google's properties like search and YouTube, plus partner websites and apps. So the advertisers use this to promote products and services by bidding on keywords, budget, as well as setting up different campaigns. So kasama sa Google po yung YouTube, kasama po dito yung mga Google AdSense. If way back 2015, nagbablog kayo, yung vlogging, yung nagsusulat po kayo online at pwede po silang pumunta yung mga tao magbasa doon about fashion, about anything, tapos pwede kayong kumita dahil po sa Google AdSense, then that's technically Google Ads. Pero sa Google Ads, meron po silang 5 ways. So, you have to create campaigns para mag-work. You have to target your audience. You have to bid and place your campaign. May payment option din. At the same time, ang pinaka-importante is tracking and optimization. Pero ano nga ba ang kaibahan ni Google Ads sa Meta Ads? So, nag-post na ako ng video about this. Pero ito po ang difference niya. Si Meta Ads po is a way of ads para mag-create ka ng interest. So, kung baga may product ka, pinapakita mo siya sa Meta or sa Facebook and Instagram ng paulit-ulit hanggang sa maingganyo yung mga tao na magbayad at bilhin yung services o yung produkto mo. So, ikaw po yung gumagawa ng interest, ng need para po bilhin nilang product mo. Whereas kay Google Ads po, high intent na po yung mga bumibili. Dahil po sila po mismo, pumupunta sila sa Google para mag-search ng product. So for example, pag pumunta ka ng Google, nag-search ka ng, let's say, apartment for rent, or restaurants near me, or Nike shoes like this kind of model. Si Google, ilalabas niya po yun, parang ganito po siya. So, Nike shoes for women. So, ang lalabas po ni Google is ito. Ito po, tawag po dito is Google Ads. Bakit po tinawag siyang high intent? Kasi si customer, interesado na siya na bumili ng isang bagay, kaya siya pumunta kay Google. Wherein kay Facebook po or kay Meta, kailangan pang ipakita mo yung ad mo para makita, okay, may discount sila, so bumili nga ako ng ito. Something like that. So, ito po yung difference ni Google Ads. Google Ads is for high-intent users or customers. So since high intent siya, ibig sabihin, on a scale of 1 to 10, they are already interested, let's say 3. So the ads itself na ginagawa natin, sila na lang po yung magiging dahilan para yung 3 is convert mo to 8 or 10 at actually bumili sila ng mga products mo or mag-avail sila ng mga services mo. So yun po ang kaibahan ng Google and Meta. Ngayon, paano ba mag-create ng Google Ads? Okay. So, for you to be able to create campaigns, you need to have your own Google Ads account. And paano yon? You just have to go to ads.google.com. So sa ads.google.com, all you have to do is sign in. It would require a Gmail account para po makapag-login ka or makapag-sign up ka. Now, pag nag-sign up ka, one of the things they will ask you is your business name as well as your business website. Pero paano po yun? I'm a freelancer, wala naman akong negosyo. I just really wanted to create my Google Ads account para makapag-create ako ng campaign, makapag-practice, at the same time, may offer ko yung services na to. Good question. Kasi all you can do is, you can actually put any website there or business. So, akin kasi ginawa ko, I put in lazada.com. So, as my business, kasi pag nilagay mo yun doon, si Google, itatry niyong i-reach out yung website if working siya. So, since working si Lazada, I was able to go through up until the billing information or payment. So, sa payment po, if you're a freelancer at hindi ka po negosyante, you can use credit card, you can use PayPal, you can use GCash. Pero kung freelancer ka uulitin ko po, you can use GCash, pero make sure po na wala pong laman yung GCash nyo. Kasi the moment you create an account, automatic po mag-charge po yan dun kasi nga po kailangan may funds ka to run campaigns. And problema, you're only gonna use this as your sandbox, meaning you will create sample campaigns para malaman mo at magkaroon ka ng experience paano ba talaga siya ma-create. So yun lang po, mag-create ka ng walang laman, pag na-create na po, okay na yon. So after that, you can actually create campaigns kasi hindi mo naman po siya ipapublish. And we will teach you or I will teach you how to create campaign na hindi siya pinapublish para wag kayong ma-charge just in case bigla ka maglagay ng pera sa iyong GCash account. So on this case, dito na tayo sa ads.google.com. If you start on sign in, automatic kasi naka-sign in po yung email ko. Pag nag-sign in po ako dyan, mapupunta ako sa Google account ko. Ito po yung sinasabi nating Google Ads account. So dito, you can put or you have here the create kung saan pwede ka mag-create ng campaign. Nandito yung campaigns which is kung meron ka naman nagawang campaign, dito po siya lalabas yung parang same as the Meta. Dito naman yung goals, yung mga conversion, may tools tayo dito where I showed you the use of the tools before when it comes to keyword research. Ito po may billing option tayo dito and the admin settings. So, we'll make it quick. We'll start with creating campaigns. When creating campaigns, you have to realize muna na we have different types of Google Ads campaign. So, we have here the search ad. Ito yung most used case wherein yung ginawa natin kanina pag-search kay Nike for women. Nagsa-search tayo, lalabas siya sa mga research results mo. Display ads, these are the ads naman na madi-display sa Google Network. So for example, pumunta ako sa isang website, yung may mga side view dito, like mga videos about the banks, yun po yung mga display ads. Sa video ads naman po, ito yung nag-run sa YouTube at yung mga video partner ni Google. Kasi si YouTube po is from Google din po. Isa lang po siya sa mga branches niya. And then sa shopping ads is the type of the ads that we had earlier. This is the shopping ad. Pag shopping, it would show you this images. So now, let's start with search ad. So all you have to do when you create a campaign is click here. When you click on create, may option dito to create campaign, add groups, asset, and everything. So you just have to start with campaign. And on this part, it will ask you what's your objective. So if you're a freelancer offering Google Ads manager role in the future, whenever you're being asked to create campaign, the first thing that you have to ask them is, what will be the objective? Para saan po ba yung campaign na yon? Kasi we have sales, we have leads, we have website traffic, and we also have app promotion. So let's say, dun muna tayo sa website traffic. Kasi karamihan ng gumagawa ng Google search campaign is basically for traffic. Para pag nag-search yung isang tao, for example, let me just search kitchen renovation Florida. So for example, if I'm from Florida, then nanghingi ako ng kitchen renovation, what will happen is, ito po yung lalabas. Ito yung sinasabi nating search campaign. Search campaign lets you be on the first part ng page. Kasi yung mga tao po talaga, hindi po talaga sila pupunta sa like second or yung parang pinakadulong page na ng like na 10th page kasi nandito na po siya sa umpisa. So, ito po yung tinatawag, the moment na you see sponsored, tas ganito, ito po yung tinatawag na search campaign. Now, don't click this kasi pag click mo po, matcha-charge po si customer dyan. So, let's for example, hanap tayo dito ng hindi sponsored for the sake of example. Kasi karamihan po talaga ng businesses, gusto po nila pumunta tayo sa website nila. So, for example, let's say may sponsored to. Ito na lang i-click natin para hindi ma-charge yung mga sponsored. So, pag nag-search ako, gusto ko po kasi na pa-renovate ng kitchen and I'm in Florida. So, I search kitchen renovation. Then, ito po yung lumabas. Pag lumabas to, then I click that, I will go directly to the website of the business. Pag nasa website na ako ng business, then makikita ko dito, okay, ito yung kitchen remodeling na meron sila. Now, if I go here, this is basically considered as traffic. Kasi pag nagpunta na ako dito, depende sa offer nila, I might basically get a free pricing or contact them para sila na lang gumawa ng aking kitchen. So, yun po yung purpose ng search campaign. Para po ikaw yung una nilang ibigay. Okay? So, let's go back here. So, let's get website traffic. So, sa website traffic, when you click that, meron po ditong conversion. So, sa conversions, ito po kasi nakasetup na sa akin siya. So, you don't have to check this. Don't care about that. You just have to continue. Sa pag-continue mo, tatanungin ka dito, are you looking to create a search, performance, video, display, or shopping? So, katulad ng sinabi ko, yung search is for the online. Video is basically if it's, let's say, sa YouTube. Yung pag pumunta ka sa YouTube po, nanonood ka ng, let's say, series, movies, or like reaction videos, anything of that sort. Tapos, may lumabas doon na parang yung may skip ad. Yun po tawag doon po is video campaigns po yun ni Google. So, alam mo na ngayon na pag nag-skip ka doon, technically, nagbabayad pa rin yung mga taong gumawa ng ad, pero hindi naman sila kumita sa'yo. And ito yung wala doon. So, demand gen, technically, this is kind of like a campaign for all the types. For YouTube, for Google Display, na may mga image and videos. So, let me give you an example later when I get a website. Pero for now, let's just click on search. So when you click on search, it will ask you for the name of your campaign. So ako, ang ginagawa ko na lang, since this is for, let's say, ang business niya is for kitchen remodeling and for the traffic, I just search traffic then yung date today, and that's it. Oh, give me a second. Sorry, this was actually the website. So, let me put the website. Hindi pa pala siya yung naming convention. Sorry, guys. So, ito for example yung website. Let's continue. So, dito yung campaign name. So, katulad ng sinabi ko, so search siya. So, search type campaign, then traffic, then yung date today. Importante to kasi guys, when you're doing, let's say, optimization and audit, it is important for you to know kailan ba nag-start yung campaign nito, something like that, at para saan ba yung objective niya at anong type ng campaign siya. So by this, you would automatically see exactly what's the campaign is about, anong type ng campaign siya, at yung date. So if we click on continue, let's just click on start new kasi may sales search tayo dito ng ginawa before. Start new. And this is gonna be your Google Ads profile or interface. So, the very first thing that it will ask you is, anong bidding strategy ang gusto mo? So, since traffic siya, ang gusto natin is maximum clicks. Always start with clicks. Bakit? Hindi ka pa kasi pwede magkaroon ng conversion if wala ka pang data. So, maximize clicks would be the best kasi para lang siya yung sa awareness sa Meta Facebook. You're basically getting your brand out there muna para pag may nag-search, ikaw una nilang makikita. So, always go for the clicks. And you just have to click next. After clicking next, guys, ito yung something na you have to realize and you have to really remember. Sa campaign settings, always turn off these two, okay? The Google search parameters and the Google display network. So when you create a campaign, lagi nyo itong ita-turn off. Bakit? Kasi po ito may pinakamalaking dahilan kung bakit mauubos yung pera mo. Kasi po ipapakita siya sa lahat ng klase ng website. Let's say, nagpunta ka sa casino, lalabas doon bigla yung campaign mo and such. So, always turn this off kasi hindi po siya kailangan since magkakaroon naman po tayo ng retargeting. Totoo, sinasabi dito na expand your search. Totoo, expand yung search mo pero yung gastos mo is mag-expand din. Second thing na you have to look at would be your locations or geo-targeting. So, itong company, balikan natin, ano ba yung sinaservice niya is Florida. Ito yung mga locations siya. Puro to Florida, cities of Florida. So, dito, we have to click on the enter location and just click on or put in Florida include. The reason is because pag hindi mo po nilagay yung location, yung ads mo po, pupunta po yun sa lahat. Na-notice nyo, itong affordable kitchen remodeling na pinindot natin, or let's copy natin to, open natin dito, tapos balik tayo dito. Napansin nyo, may mga lumabas dito na sponsored. Florida po to ha, sinerch natin Florida. Pero, nasan po tayo? Nasa Caloocan tayo, yung IP address. Pero bakit pinapakita sa atin yung Florida? Hindi naman po yun dahil sinerch mo po dyan. Kasi a good ad, kahit na po maglagay ka dyan ng Florida, hindi po siya lalabas dito kung tama yung geolocation targeting niya. Anong ibig sabihin pag hindi tama? Pag pinundot ko to, matcha-charge si Miko Design. Kasi nga, per click siya, matcha-charge siya. Pero, kaya ba nila mag-service sa Pilipinas? Hindi. So, bakit pa nila ipapakita at ipapaklik? So, dito pa lang, mali na po to. So, kung sino man po yung gumawa ng ads na to, na gumagastos lang po yung company at binabayaran at pinapakita lang sa ibang country. So, this is the reason why targeting is very important. So, put United States here. Remember, meron sila ditong yung services nila ay may mga city. You can actually put the city as well instead of just Florida since hindi mo naman kino-cover buong Florida. But let's just say kino-cover niya buong Florida. So, another thing is sa location options. At ito na nga po ang importante. May dalawa po dito, presence or interest, and the other is presence. Yung presence or interest, people in, regularly in, or who've shown interest in your included location. Ito po tayo kasi we've shown interest to kitchen renovation in Florida. And mali po siya. Whenever you're doing a campaign, you always have to select presence. Bakit? Yung presence or interest kasi ibig sabihin, naging interesado ako sa kitchen renovation for Florida. Kaya siya pinalabas. Pero ang problema, hindi naman nila ako sino-service kasi nasa Pilipinas tayo. And the other end, yung presence po is people in or regularly in your included location. Meaning, yung mga taong nasa area lang po ninyo or nasa Florida lang ang makakakita ng ads na ito. So ito po, dito pa lang we already have 3 takeaways. Turn off networks. Make sure that your location is targeted, whether it's city, or country, or even state. And itong locations options. Guys, dito pa lang madami ka nang nalaman. Pag nag-pitch ka sa isang client na nasa Florida, sabihin mo, sir, nakikita ko yung mga ads nyo na ginawa at nakikita ko sa Pilipinas. Dun pa lang, they will actually say na you're an expert kasi you're able to see that. So anyway, let's proceed. Dito, if sa languages, you can just put English. You can also put specific language if you want. Pero sa US kasi karamihan naman nag-i-English unless nasa part ka ng yung part na madaming Latin Americas wherein nagsa-Spanish sila, you may wanna put that as well. So from here, may audience segments din dito. Sa audience segments, this is gonna be if you wanted to be really segment your audience. So for example, dito, homeowners. Check natin kung meron siyang homeowners. Ito, home decor, kitchen and bathroom cabinets. Ibig sabihin nito is ito yung mga taong nag-show ng interest when it comes to this specific market. So, pwede mong i-target yan. But if you're creating a traffic campaign, you don't really need to use segments. So, let's just continue and click next. So, dito, sa AI Max Search campaign, you can turn this off or on. Ito on. I would say turn off kasi oo, totoo, madami ng AI ngayon. Nakaka-help na talaga siya when it comes to creating campaigns. However, for me, mas better pa rin if ima-manual mo siya para alam mo talaga yung mga nangyari. Kasi pag AI sila nang gagawa niyan. So, pero pag manual, you know exactly what are the keywords you used, kung ano yung tinarget mo, etc. So, turn it on, off, pero if your client wants it on, then that's fine. So, click next. Sa next, if you would notice, dito na tayo mag-create ng preliminary ads. Yung sa website niya, the reason why kailangan ng website at nilagay natin to kanina is because Google will try to get data from the website and nakalagay na siya dito. I-describe niyo yun. So in this case, nandito na siya. Where FHIA Remodeling, Florida's #1 remodeling company specializing in affordable kitchen upgrades. Again, kasi nga ang we're targeting kitchen remodeling. So, either you generate that, pag nag-generate ka, automatic si AI na gagawa ng, let's say, campaign mo. Pero if we skip that, ikaw yung gagawa. And this is better. So, dito, pwede ka maglagay ng keywords. So, which are your keywords? Yung sa keywords, that's gonna be another topic. Pero let's just say, kitchen remodeling. Importante lang naman sa keyword is kung ano yung keyword mo is yun din dapat yung nakikita nila sa website. So let's say kitchen remodeling. kitchen paint, new door, something like that. So, let's say, kunwari, kompleto na siya. So, dito ito na talaga yung ads proper. Meron tayong nakikita dito yung ad strength. So, for the ad strength, pag na-fill outan mo to, it will grow basically from poor to excellent. It's always necessary na at least kahit papano dapat yung ad strength mo is either good or excellent. Kasi we have poor, we have average, we have good, and we have excellent. Pag good and excellent ka, it actually helps with your quality score and ad ranking sa Google. So, ito yung website niya. Pag sinabing display path is, pag pinindot siya, ano yung lalabas? So, let's say, affordable kitchen remodeling. So, Flair Remodeling, let's say, affordable kitchen. Pag ginawa natin siya, nag-update dito. Ayun na siya. Ito na yung website niya. So, makikita mo dito yung preview ng ads. So, itong phone number, check natin. May phone number siya. Wait lang. Type na lang natin. 754-755-3160. So, add natin siya. If you like lang naman. United States, 754, ayan. If you would notice, nagkaroon na siya dito ng phone number. So, pag in-apply mo siya, magkakaroon yan dito ng phone number na pwede nilang tawagan. So, when the ads get shown to you like this, magkakaroon dito ng call. Pag pinindot mo yung number, automatic magda-dial siya. In this case, ito, wala silang mga phone number na nilagay. So, which is bad. Lead form, we don't need this kasi gusto natin pumunta sila sa website. So, sa headline, it is important na ito yung mga lalabas doon. If you would notice, meron siya ditong 75% of installations, etc. Ito yon, 75% installation. So, online estimation siya, kung anik-anik na pwede mong ilagay. You are required to put, let's say, 15 headlines. The reason why 15 is because si Google, papaikot-ikutin niya yan. Ilalagay niya kung ano yung maganda at gustong ipakita ni Google pag may nag-search. So, dito nakalagay 75 installation, beautiful, durable furnitures. Add nga natin to. At guys, meron siyang limit, 30 characters lang. So, nandito na siya, add new door. So, check natin. If you notice, nag-change yung score niya from poor to average. Kasi, unti-unti nating nagiging complete. Oh, good na siya. Alam niyo ba kung bakit naging good siya? It's because ito. Ito yung tatlong keywords natin na meron tayo dito. And ginamit natin siya lahat sa headline. So, you can click for more ideas. And guys, meron ditong pin na nakikita. You can actually pin to. So, pag pinin mo to, pwede mo siyang ilagay dito sa position 1. Meaning, si Google, regardless kung paikot-ikutin niyo yung mga bagay-bagay na dyan, itong number 1 na to, lagi siyang lalabas sa position. Pero when you do that, nakita niyo yung score natin naging average ulit. Kasi nga, parang tinatanggalan natin si Google ng ways to really work it properly. So, tanggalin natin siya, i-unpin natin siya para si Google mismo yung gagawa and bumalik na siya sa good. So, ganun lang siya kadali. And nakikita nyo rin dito, may indications din dito. So, yung headlines natin is okay na. Popular keywords natin is okay na. Make headlines unique, okay na. So, nandito na tayo sa description. So, sa description, eto naman guys yung nandito. Ito siya. If you would notice, get the kitchen of 75% off. Ito yung tinatawag na headline. Ito naman, ang tawag dito description itong affordable kitchens, cabinet, refacing. So, ito siya. You can put 4. The same idea, you can pin them. I would suggest pag ganito, you have to make sure na at least you use 90. Kasi sayang ng space. You can put a lot. Imagine mo, ito lang yung space niya. So, kailangan kahit papano, from here pa lang, maipakita mo na agad kung ano yung meron sa campaign mo and sa negosyo mo. So, for this, it's okay na kasi good naman yung ads natin. Pero pag ako ginagawa ko, kinukumpleto ko tong 4. And another thing pala is, if you notice, this business has kitchen remodeling, they have roofing, and they have windows and doors. Guys, remember lang ha, when you're doing your description and when you're doing campaign, make it directly kung ano lang ino-offer nyo. Kung remodeling lang yung meron kayo, put all kitchen remodeling. Huwag yung ilagay na, may space pa, lalagay ko yung windows and door. May space pa, lalagay ko yung roofing. Kasi ibang campaigns naman dapat yon. Okay? Again, we are going to advertise isang services lang para hindi po siya halo-halo. Okay? So from here, you can add business logo and site links. Yung tinatawag nating site links, yung nandito po siya, yung clickable. So let's try to click site links. Meron na siya ditong service areas, blog center. You can actually add. So for example, edit natin siya. Gusto mo for example maglagay, meron tayo ditong asset library. Ginawa ko siya before. So for example, FAQs or contact us. Pwede mo tong gawin. Kunwari, save lang natin to. Di may contact us na siya. Lalabas yan dito ngayon. Ayan, may contact us na siya, may Windows replacement. Ang tawag dito site links kasi pwede mo po siyang i-click. Katulad po ng ganito. Ito yung site links. Pwede ko siyang pindutin. Pag pinindot ko, mapupunta siya sa contact us page ng website. So, you just have to put at least 4 and ilagay mo talaga yung talagang pinaka-importante. Like, say for example, testimonials, services, the area na you're servicing. Huwag yung mga ganitong vlog center. Ano pakialam nila kung nagbablog ka? Pero importante may testimonials yan kasi makikita yung mga feedback ng clients mo. So, yun lang naman. Sa callouts, ito yung mga callouts niya is popular and unique aspect. Add tayo ng callout. So, for example, kasi gumawa ako ng before about dentist. So, I put high quality veneers. Lalabas yan po dito din. So, for now, let's not put any kasi kompleto naman siya. So, ganito na siya. Sa URL option, this is basically for tracking. That's not necessary. Pero ganito na siya, guys. Again, we're just gonna settle for good kasi we're just really showing you how to set a campaign. So, pag nakuha niyo na siya, you just have to click on save. And pag nag-save kayo, makikita niyo dito ngayon, may ad group number 1. So, ad group number 1 is ito na. Ito yung mga headlines mo, ito yung mga description mo, ito yung keywords. Parang, let's say, for you to review. So, gusto mo siyang i-edit. Pag in-edit mo siya, mapupunta ka ulit dito sa pinaka-main. And itong ad groups, you can change the name. So, let's say, you're creating a campaign for this business. And itong ads na to is about kitchen remodeling. Then later, under the same campaign, gusto mong gawa ng another ads for roofing, you can create that. And ibang ads naman, yung tinatawag sa Meta, meron diba tayong isang campaign, tapos merong you can get 3 to 4 ad set or how many ad sets you want, etc. So, the same rin siya. So, let's just save kasi good na yung strength natin. Then, next na. Sa next, this is gonna be the budget. So, remember, bago ka mag-create ng ganito, you have to make sure na you do your keyword research para malaman mo kung ano yung cost per click niya. Magkano ba yung cost ng isang keyword na yon pag ginamit mo siya kasi kasama po yun. So sa budget, normally si Google magbibigay naman siya ng recommendations. So for this, since traffic lang naman yung kailangan natin, it says here na for 580 pesos na weekly budget or 83 pesos daily, you can get as many as 120 clicks to your website, meaning 120 visitors sa website mo. So kung ang website mo is maganda, then sa 120 na to, most likely at least you can close 5 or at least 5 to 10. Again, ang reason is people go to Google because they already have the intent of using the product or your service. Nagsha-shopping around na yan, meaning may intention na. So, kailangan lang talaga is maganda yung website mo, comprehensive siya. Pag pumunta sila sa website, automatic alam nila agad, oh, number 1 siya. Oh, meron silang 70% installation. And oh, meron silang 18 months na merong no interest kapag nagbayad ka. So, parang pwede siyang installment. So, parang ganito. Okay, maganda yung countertops nila, maganda yung cabinetry facing nila, okay, maganda yung mga photos, ganyan-ganyan. So, most likely, magbabayad yan agad or magbubook agad yan ng call sa'yo para servicean mo sila. So, you can discuss this with your client if magkano yung budget nila. Nakikita niya lang tong peso kasi again, this is my account. And sandbox ko po siya. So, just in case you don't like this amount, you can actually go and set your own. For example, average or ganito, you can actually set your amount here. Let's see. Ayoko ng 83 kasi ang baba. Kasi madami akong pera. So, you can set 150. So, sa 150, the difference lang is magiging 161 daw yung possible clicks mo. Again, guys, when people do the advertising, ang hindi naiintindihan minsan ng business owner is akala nila yung 161 for example, it's gonna be true customer. May mga tao na nagkiklik. Katulad ako, kung clinic ko to, masasama yan sa 161 kasi hindi na ako bibili kasi nasa Pilipinas ako. So sa 161, that's just really the estimated. Depende pa yan sa offer mo, kung maganda yung offer mo para makapag-close ka. Pero ang maganda dito is, let's say sa week, you have a budget of 1,000, tapos yung kitchen renovation mo, let's say, pag may isa kang client, then ginawa mo yung kitchen nila, and let's say it cost them 30,000 pesos. Technically, nag-spend ka ng 1,000 for advertising sa isang client na nakuha mo sa 161 na yun, you got a revenue of 30,000, and less mo na yung gastos, let's say, sa mga tao mo, you get a clean profit of, let's say, 10,000. That's still 10 times the return on your ad spend. Okay? Pero we'll discuss that on a different video. So, let's say, nag-custom tayo ng video and click mo lang yung next. So, sa next, it will ask you to review. Meron siyang pa-confirm. Let me just check. Nangyayari to guys, yung mga confirm na to kapag bago yung website mo. So, give me a second. So, na-confirm ko na siya. So, guys, normally, huwag kayong magulat doon pag may ganong confirmation. That's just normal. Kasi kapag yung account nyo is hindi nagagamit for a long time, yun gano'n. Hindi ko kasi ito nagagamit since my email address here gets invited sa actual Google Ads account na ng mga business owner. So, it's just checking for errors. Let's wait for that. Okay, so it's done. So, basically, dito, your campaign is almost ready to publish. So, you're actually good to go. Pero, ibigyan mo lang siya ulit ng overall once and check mo ulit. So, katulad ng ganito, campaigning, correct pa siya, campaign type, objective, yung goal mo, book appointment, contacts, yung phone calls, yung mga ganyan, maximize clicks, yung itong network na to, Google Search Network, na turn off natin, location, language, audience. You can always click that. So, for example, okay, but nandito yung search network. So, for example, hindi ka sure. Click mo lang siya, mapupunta ka ulit dito. So, as you can see, they're turned off. Then, afterwards, punta ka lang ulit dito sa review option. So, yun lang naman. Nandito siya, ganyan. Tapos, nandito yung budget. So, pwede mo na siyang i-publish. So, the moment you click on publish, Um, give me a second. Nagkakaroon ako ng ganitong error kasi wala akong billing info. So, all you have to do, just click on publish. Pero guys, if you are a Google Ads Manager, click lang tong X. Pag Google Ads Manager ka guys, tapos nag-publish ka, go to the campaign right away. Ito yung campaigns, send campaigns. Pag nandito ka sa campaigns, ito yung ginawa nating search traffic. Right away, click that. Tapos, itong enable, pause mo siya. Bakit? Para hindi siya agad mag-start. Kasi, you have to show this muna to your client. If approved nila. Okay ba yung headline sa'yo? Okay ba lahat? Then, pag okay na sila, ganun. Kasi may mga clients, guys, na, for example, pinag-create ka ng campaign for, let's say, kakatapos lang ng Labor Day sa US noong September 1st. So, let's say Black Friday. So, yung Black Friday is December. Pinagawa ka ng campaign, let's say, ng November, third week ng November. So, hindi pa Black Friday. Hindi mo pwede siyang i-turn on agad. So, minsan kasi gusto ng mga clients, ready lang siya. So, pause mo siya. Then, pag nagkaroon ka na ng, let's say, ng go signal, it's very easy na lang to enable that. So, pag in-enable mo siya, automatic, magla-learn na siya. So, when you create a campaign, may tinatawag si Google na learning phase. So, sa learning phase, it will take, it will take 7 days, 5 to 7 days for them to learn. Nakikita yung eligible. Magkakaroon siya dito ng learning. So, pag learning, I suggest you don't put anything or you don't make changes. Kasi the moment na nag-change ka, let's say, nagbago ka naman ng location, nagbago ka naman, let's say, ng keywords, mag-relearn yun. Magsa-start yun ulit from day 1. So, this is the reason why when you're creating a campaign, it is important na lagi kang may plan na talaga. Okay? I'll show you something. Give me a second. Let me just get that ready. So, ako guys, I do have this template. So, let's say, responsive search ad. Nire-ready ko na siya actually. Nilalagay ko yung campaign name, tapos yung magiging possible headlines ko, yung length niya, tapos meron din ako dito yung asset, yung sa description, kailangan natin, yung path, let's say yung website, then /path, yung URL, nire-ready ko na siya. Tapos, pinapa-approve ko to kay client, kung okay na siya, tapos saka ako gagawa ng campaign para tuloy-tuloy na siya. Of course, I still have to pause it. For example, if let's say hindi pa sila ready. But it's always good for you to have a template, not just for Google, but for Meta as well. I actually have a specific template as well that I use. Kasi when you have a template, it's very easy. Kasi for me, whenever I do an ad, I actually follow a specific philosophy. I use the AIDA philosophy. So AIDA means attention, interest, desire, and action, or call to action. So I kind of put it here. If you would notice, my attention siya. So yung first 3 headlines ko would actually be, would really get the attention of the person who will see it. Then meron siyang yung interest. Then meron siya ditong call to action. So yung desire naman is ito. So ganito siya yung ginagamit kong template. And again, yun lang naman. Ginagamit ko siya for madaling approval. So guys, yun lang naman. This is basically how you create your first campaign. So, huwag nyo palang kalimutan, you can click this. When you click your campaign, lalabas dito yung campaign name at ito yung ad groups nyo. So, under your ad groups, if you would notice, wala ka ditong keywords. So, for example, aside from the 3 keywords, gusto mo siyang dagdagan, all you have to do is click this, then add keywords here. So, let's say for example, check natin itong website. Lagay natin dito yung website. Pag click niya, si Google na mismo maghahanap ng keywords sa'yo. So, add natin to by relevant siya ha. So, ibig sabihin, relevant yung mga keyword na to sa sinesearch ng customers mo. You can actually do this, pero I suggest, part kasi ng good Google Ads Manager is to do your own keyword research. Huwag kayong magbe-base lang dito. Kasi kailangan malaman mo, pag ginamit ko yung kitchen remodeling, magkano ba yung costing niya per click? Dapat mga alam mo yun. Kasi if your client asks you, ba't ang taas ng cost per click ko? Dapat alam mo siya. Hindi mo para siyang sabihin na, ginamit ko lang naman yung mga keywords na nandun kasi it's gonna be so unprofessional. Pero just in case you have this na, you just have to click save and makikita mo na siya dito. Okay? So, we have match type pala. I'll discuss the different types of keyword in the future. But basically, that's it. Meron din tayo dito negative keywords. So, sa negative keywords, ito naman yung mga keywords na pag nilagay mo dito is ayaw mong lumabas yung ads mo. So, let's say, kitchen renovation yung keyword mo. So, pag may naglagay na free renovation, free kitchens, may mga free DIY, mga ganon. Kasi di ba meron mga nagsasearch ng DIY kitchen renovation ideas, ayaw mo namang lumabas yung ads mo doon. Kasi technically, nagdi-DIY nga sila kasi ayaw nilang mag-renovate sa iba. So, pag nilagay mo to dito at sinave mo siya, what will happen is, if people search for DIY kitchen renovation, hindi to lalabas yung ads mo. By then, nakakasave ka sa mga maling clicks. Yung mga clicks kasi na tinatawag dun is fox clicks, yung parang fake clicks kasi parang hindi naman talaga sila yung target audience mo or target market mo. So yeah, then after that, you just have to go back to your campaign. Dito ulit, campaigns. Punta ka ng campaigns. Then nandito na siya. Ito yung campaign mo. Ito yung budget. If you would notice, nakalagay campaign has no keywords. This is because walang keyword siya. Tapos nandito yung maximize clicks mo, yung bidding mo. Dito din lalabas pala yung cost mo sa account. Gaano ba laki niya yung nasuspend mo. Ito palang CTR, this is click-through rate. Dito mo naman malalaman yung relevant na ad mo. Dapat, ang magandang ads should at least have a minimum of 3% click-through rate. Pag mababa sa 3%, that means either pangit yung offer mo kaya wala nag-click or pangit yung ads mo at hindi talaga siya sa target audience. Kasi kung kunwari ako, lumabas yung ads na to, hindi ko siya pinindot, that's because hindi siya maganda or hindi siya relevant sa pagsa-search ko. So, para mga ganun, kailangan 3% siya or more. Ganun din naman sa meta ads. Mas mataas na click-through rate, mas maganda. Of course, ang tawag naman dun is vanity metrics. Kahit naman mataas yung mababayad, hindi naman talaga importante. Maganda lang siya para at least malaman mo if relevant yung ads mo. Ang pinaka-importante dito is yung conversion and yung conversion rate mo. So, sa nag-click, let's say, meron ako ditong 100 na tao na nag-click, ilan ba yung na-convert ko at ano yung percentage ng conversion yon and magkano yung cost per conversion. So, just like what I said kanina, nagkaroon ka ng 161 click, tapos let's say 1 conversion ka, tapos nagbayad ka sa conversion na yun, let's say 1,000 pesos, pero naman yung price ng services mo is around 30,000. Maganda na yun. However, mas magandang conversion rate and mas mababa yung cost per conversion, mas maganda. So, that's the only thing na you needed to learn for the Google Ads actually. So yun, so that's basically how you set up a Google Ads campaign for this type of business, which is kitchen remodeling. So nakita nyo naman, napaka-specific natin from the Google network to location targeting hanggang sa exact keywords at ad copy. So yung construction sample na ginawa natin, pwede nyo actually siyang i-apply sa anumang kind of business niyo. Pero what you really have to know is be specific sa location targeting. That's the very first thing. Second is use relevant and high intent keywords, meaning do your keyword research. Use tools. I actually have a video. I'll flash it here. A video about using Uber Suggest for keyword research. Then create compelling ad copy. Yung pag nakita nila yung search mo is, okay, ang ganda nito. Nakafocus agad sa local area din nila. Then, set proper extensions. So, yung phone number, yung mga site links, para naman automatic makuha mo yung leads. And, monitor mo syempre and optimize. So, after the 7-day learning period, it would show you how many clicks, for example, tapos ano ba yung mga search term na hinanap nila sa internet for them to click your ad para makita mo yung mga search term na ba to, tama ba? Kasi kung hindi, you can add those on your negative list para hindi na sila ulit lumabas doon kapag sinearch siya. Or pag tama naman, you can actually put more budget onto those keywords para more people would actually get to see your ad when they search for that. Ay laki guys ng opportunity na meron as a Google Ads Manager. So if you wanna be a specialist, kasi pangit naman yung ginagawa mo lahat, be a specialist. Look for your niche, and in my case, marketing and Google Ads. Sa Google Ads kasi, malaki talaga yung opportunity. So just like what I said kanina, we have someone that I know na gets 100,000 pesos na bayad sa isang client, and he actually got 3 clients na he's working. So in a month, he's actually getting roughly around 250,000 na sahod. So I'll show that to you. So ito yung Upwork. If you would notice here, guys, you can actually select for, let's say, Google Ads. So when you go for Google Ads, ang mangyayari is, makikita nyo to. So for example, ito, Google Ads for and Meta. So if you don't know Meta, that's fine. Pero ito, Microsoft Ads, Media Buyer, itong Google Salon. So ang inihingi niya is, meron siya, hindi siya naglagay dito ng amount, pero hinihingi niya is hourly and intermediate hinihingi niya. Pero itong PPC specialist, imagine, $10 to $25. So if you're working 80 hours per cut-off, which is 160 a month, times $25, so that's actually $4,000. And if you multiply that by 56 pesos, 224,000, ito lang. So, kahit nga makuha mo siya, let's say, ng hindi siya yung $25, kahit makuha mo siya ng, let's say, $15 lang. So, 160 hours, in 1 month po to ha, multiplied mo siya by $15, that's $2,400, and if you multiply that by 56, that's $134 and 400 cents. And ito po siya. So, kailangan nila ng Google PPC campaign. PPC is pay-per-click campaigns po. Yun ang tawag sa atin, PPC specialist. So, you need set up yung ginawa natin, manage yung ginawa natin campaign, yung ma-manage mo, your optimize, which is you wanna add more negative keywords, etc. I-implement and monitor yung conversion tracking, which I'll discuss to you next time. May communicate for the clients, pero most of the time, back-end lang po talaga kayo. Pero ito po siya. So, ang ginagawa niya is $10 to $25 siya. Let's say, for example, click natin yung apply. So, pag nag-apply ka po dito, you can actually put your rate. So, normally, my rate is $20. So, if I put here 20, I'll take home 18, which is more than 100,000 pa rin po in 1 month. What more if we get, let's say 25. So, you'll get 22. Let's say $22 times 160 hours. So that's $3,500, guys, times 56. So that's 197,000 pesos in this one client alone. So madami pa po sila. Meron siya dito, Google Ads for Shopify Expert. So $20 din siya binibigay. You'll also get this. So may mga estimated budget na they'll just pay you $500 and that's it. Pero mga ano lang po yan, like mga one-time project, kailangan lang i-set up yung campaign. You don't really need to, let's say, create and optimize. And madami pa po siya. If you would notice, 6 hours ago lang to. Ito, Google Ads campaign, 1 hour ago. Ang budget nila is $11,000, guys. So, nakikita niyo yan? So, madami po talaga. Ito, 1,500. So, meron po talagang opportunity and market when it comes to Google Ads. And this is actually what I'm mentioning kanina kasi yung Google Ads po kasi talaga, malaki po siya. And yung marketing po kasi hindi po talaga siya nawawala. With any types of business, kahit anong taon po mangyari, a business needs marketing for them to grow. And yung paid marketing po is one of the best because technically, nagbibigay po sila ng budget. I am a digital marketer, so I do paid, I do organic, I even do email marketing. Pero hindi po kasi bayad yung iba doon. Ang bayad lang po talaga is Google and Facebook. So if you know how paid marketing works, then meron ka po talagang paglalagyan and kayang-kaya naman po talagang 6 digits. You really just have to learn. And if you're interested on learning more, madami pong coaches na nag-open and nagbibigay po ng courses online. In fact, I know of someone which is my mentor and my coach, Coach Ian Bailio. Siya po yung dahilan kaya ako nag-YouTube din kasi pag nag-YouTube ako, I kind of remembers everything when I'm doing it with you guys. Pero siya po talaga. In fact po, nag-start ako sa kanya about Google Ads. And after 7 days, I already got my first client. And after 2 more weeks, I got my second client. And magkano lang po yung pinapabayad niya. So, and he also provides certification for that. So, yun lang naman. Try nyo tong gawin sa mga clients ninyo. Then, comment your results. Or, if wala ka pang client, importante lang guys, yung gumawa ka na tong campaign sa sandbox mo para magkaroon ka ng experience. In fact, you can actually show and record how you do it kasi may mga clients na nag-request ng long video on how you're doing your ads norm. Okay? So if may question kayo about Google Ads setup, drop them sa comments. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Also, don't forget to like this video kasi nakakatulong po talaga siya. Subscribe kayo and most importantly, comment if nakatulong po tong tutorial. Kasi po, para ma-push po tong video natin sa algorithm ni YouTube. Gusto ko po kasi makatulong sa mas madami pang freelancer na masyado nang saturated yung kanilang niche and moving into a better niche-based field. Yung Google Ads naman po, hindi po siya maging saturated kasi sa dami ng negosyo na nangangailangan po niyan, ikaw po talagang kakailanganin nila instead of you offering your services. So yun lang naman guys. I enjoyed talking to you about this. This is actually the very first niche that I have done before being a digital marketer. So I'm really glad to show that to you. So yes, drop your comments, like, and see you on the next video. Thank you so much and have a great day.